2 weeks ago, Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions. It was ugly. Played the Miami Dolphins. And so I looked at the tape. I had to know what happened. I didn't understand. I read the stat line. I think it was like 21 for 39. In fact, he was 29 for 39, 229 yards, 4 interceptions. It was ugly. It sucked. So watch the tape. And watching the film of this game, I learned a lot. I think the first thing, before I talk about the 4 interceptions, I got to say this. It's clear to me Baker Mayfield was the right choice for the Cleveland Browns to make with the number 1 overall pick. Baker Mayfield is more prepared to succeed in the NFL right now than Baker Mayfield is. He's clearly more ready. But Sam Darnold's 4 interceptions, there's a lot behind it. It's not like he just threw... If you remember, Nathan Peterman last year threw 5 interceptions in the first half of a game. It's atrocious. It's egregious. But the stat line for Sam Darnold, saying Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions, it's not enough. It doesn't tell the complete story. You need to really dive into what happened between each interception, what went on. The stat line's not enough. This is not the same situation as Nathan Peterman throwing a bunch of interceptions. If you understand, 3 of Sam Darnold's 4 interceptions came in the fourth quarter. So I want to go through each interception one at a time. What happened? Are they concerning? And kind of break down this game. Should we be really concerned about Sam Darnold, or is he going to figure it out down the road? The first interception was a common college mistake. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying you should do that as an NFL quarterback, but here's what happened. One of Sam Darnold's receivers was running a corner route. Sam Darnold locked eyes with him, said, look, I can see you, you can see me. There's nobody in between us. And he threw the ball to the receiver. Well, when he did that, one of the 40, I think it was Kiko Alonso, one of the Dolphins linebackers, stepped between the two and picked off the ball. That happens. You got to learn that just because you can see a guy, make eye contact with him, doesn't mean he's open. Just because there's a window, a guy's not necessarily open. You need to have better anticipation than Sam Darnold showed. It's also worth noting, this was a corner route. Sam Darnold threw the ball on a line right at his guy, rather than throwing the ball to the corner. It's like he was lazy. I don't know what happened here, but clearly not an NFL throw, not a great decision, but understandable. That's why it happened. He clearly made a college mistake. I can see you. There's a passing window. I'm going to throw it late to you. And sadly, a guy stepped in front of the ball. I mean, Sam Darnold's youth has showed a lot in this game. We forget that Sam Darnold should still be a junior at USC. He left early. He left 2 years early from USC. It's also worth noting that the Jets offense really mightily struggled against the Miami Dolphins. Had a bunch of drops, many 3-and-outs, missed a field goal. The offensive line wasn't good. Sam Darnold was sacked 4 times. He was running for his life. But the number one thing the Miami Dolphins did that really hurt Sam Darnold is they took away his checkdowns. You're taught as a quarterback. I'm going to go through all the way through my reads. First, second, third, fourth. If nothing's open, you find the running back, you check it down. Multiple times Sam Darnold went to check down to the running back, and there was a linebacker standing right next to him. It sucked. Because if you ever, the guy would, you fake the block, nothing's there. Oh, check down right in front of Sam Darnold. The problem is that's not creative at all. What the Dolphins started doing was saying, you linebacker, you got the running back, stay with him, take away the check down. And when Sam Darnold couldn't check the ball down, he was screwed. He got sacked multiple times because of that. He ran around extending plays, threw interceptions down the field because of that. That was a big issue for the New York Jets. And we learned that clearly the Jets need to innovate and make some kind of changes because their check down system right now is not good enough. It's too easy to take it away. And when you take away Sam Darnold's check down, he wasn't coached to know what to do. He was screwed. How about the second interception? What happened on the second interception? Sam Darnold's second interception was by far his worst. They were down 3-6 early in the fourth quarter. Basically had no offensive success. Remember, they missed a field goal. It should be 6-6 by now, but the Jets missed a field goal. Sam Darnold's probably frustrated, and he just made a terrible decision. Threw a horrible interception. Sam Darnold caught the ball, turned to the right, threw an out route. Linebacker was sitting directly underneath it, jumped the route, pick 6. It was awful, lackadaisical, inexcusable. Here's what it looked like. It looked like Sam Darnold was guessing and hoping he made the right decision. Didn't look like he read the play at all. I'm going to throw here. He did, pick 6. It was awful. You can't do that. You can't do that at all. And Sam Darnold looked out of it. I mean, the word is lackadaisical. He just looked like he wasn't engaged. In spite of that, I still felt bad for Sam Darnold at times. Remember, he was sacked multiple times, had no checkdowns. I think the guy's getting frustrated at this point. But regardless, you cannot have an interception like that. By far, his worst interception was the second interception, the pick six. He just didn't even read it. He just guessed and hoped it would work out. How about his third interception? His next interception came with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, down 6-13. Again, this was a situation where he went to check down the ball. He looked at the check down, linebacker right next to it. Okay, ran to his left, kind of running away from pressure, threw the ball late over the middle. Again, you can't do that. Here's why I think this interception happened. The first one, college mistake. Second one, I don't know what you're doing, Sam. It's a horrible decision. This was another bad decision, but this came because I think he's trying to do too much. Remember, by this point of the game, Sam Darnold is backed into a corner. He's hitting guys in the hands or not catching the ball. He's been running for his life all game. Can't even check the ball down. He can't even do what his coaches tell him. I would imagine by this point of the game, Sam Darnold felt hopeless. And that's why I think he threw the ball late over the middle. Now, his last interception that was his third interception. Now his fourth interception, I think, is forgivable. His fourth interception came on 4th and 10, 41 seconds left. He's on the run. People are chasing him from behind. Throws the ball way downfield, just giving his receiver a chance. Ball got picked off. Listed as his fourth interception on the stats. I don't know that. I hate those ones. A 4th and 10 at the end of the game, trying to make a play. That's entirely forgivable. By far, the worst interception of the day was the pick six. The first one was pretty bad too. Like, what are you doing? The third one, I think he's trying to do too much. And the last one's entirely forgivable. In my book, 3 really bad interceptions. The fourth one just happens. But it's not as simple as saying Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions. And that's not a fair characterization of the game. Remember, Sam Darnold's getting no help. That's not a great excuse. But their offense sucked. And Sam Darnold sucked. His teammates were terrible. But I'm not going to panic about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold needs to get better offense around him, but he also needs to learn these lessons, these bad interceptions. Hey, don't throw the ball late over the middle. If you see a guy make eye contact with him, that doesn't necessarily mean he's open. You got to read it. You can't guess. Things like that. It might sound obvious to someone like me, especially when I'm breaking it down, but Sam Darnold needs to learn these lessons now. You can't make these mistakes. You got to lock in every play. You got to do better. You got to do this. You got to do that. You can't try to do too much. I mean, at USC, Sam Darnold got away with these mistakes because his arm was good enough. He could throw the ball late over the middle, and it worked because his arm was better than everybody else, and he made a play. You can't do that in the NFL. You can't take shots downfield simply with your arm talent. That's not enough in the NFL. Unless you're Patrick Mahomes, you can get away with it. Sam Darnold, sadly, is not Patrick Mahomes. I believe in Sam Darnold. I think he's okay. I think he's fine. He had a really bad game. I think he's playing again this Sunday, but Sam Darnold needs to polish it up. I hope he watched the film and really took in everything that happened against the Miami Dolphins. Said, look, I can't do that again. Got to have a better game plan. He even said that in his quote. He said, I got to have a better game plan. Completely agree. Sam Darnold's going to be okay. And these are important lessons he needs to learn now. I'd rather him learn this now. Well, the Jets are terrible. Well, they don't have a great roster to help him than be learning it with a good roster and missing out on opportunities to win close games. The Jets season is lost. Sorry to say that, but true. The rest of the year, the objective of this season for the New York Jets is how can we develop Sam Darnold? How can we give him experiences and lessons that he can learn from? Sam Darnold's okay. 4 interceptions. It was ugly, not great, but he's going to be all right. In the end, I think there are a lot of good, valuable lessons for Sam Darnold to learn from. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. If you're new to Strong Opinion Sports, you can subscribe on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and also clearly on YouTube. It means a lot to me. And please help me grow by telling your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow by telling your friends about the show. You might hate me. That's fine. Please leave a comment down below. Why do you hate what I talked about? Why do you hate me? I don't mind that. I understand that my opinions are pretty controversial, and I just am grateful that you guys watched. So thank you so much. My name is Zach Schaumler. Have a great day.